everyone, I'm Sophia with Awaken Catholic, and this is Awaken the Saint. Born to a family of nobility in the 6th century modern-day France, Justinian showed great intelligence from a young age. Because of his great gift of knowledge, he quickly became a priest and served faithfully through his vocation. And when God comes knocking, it's a saint's job to immediately answer. What God asked Justinian to do was something that he could only surrender everything for. He asked him to leave everything behind and follow him, literally. Everything that Justinian knew, God asked him to surrender all and leave the home he had known. Leave his homeland, leave his family, leave his parish that he humbly served, and for what? To evangelize and share the gospel in foreign lands as a hermit. Eventually, the traveling minister landed on the island of Ramsey, where he met a man by the name of Honorius, who had totally abandoned the world to grow in as deep a relationship with God as possible. Justinian was invited to live with him, and it didn't take long for the traveling hermit to inspire a greater zeal of faith in Honorius. Through his newfound zeal, Honorius left everything he owned to Justinian and desired for no ties that held him back from winning more souls for Christ. With the newly acquired land, Justinian found it fitting for the monastic life and set up camp. He also began gaining the attention of Archbishop David of Menevia, who called to meet this holy newcomer. Moved by his holiness and amazed by his contagious faith, the archbishop appointed Justinian as his confessor and spiritual director. There was one thing about Justinian that everyone knew. He was hyper-aware of the supernatural and evil on earth. One day, 5 men approached him and told him that the archbishop suffered from a great illness and that he requested the presence of his confessor right away. Without hesitation, Justinian jumped into the boat with the men and sailed away. During the seemingly urgent expedition, Justinian never ceased praying the Psalms. That was when things got a little suspicious. The men that were there with him didn't look quite like they had on shore. They seemed to appear more hideous than before. Not that Justinian hadn't seen them closely on shore, but he almost immediately realized that he wasn't in the presence of men, but demons. Praying the Psalms more vigorously, Justinian didn't stop until the demons vanished, leaving him stranded at sea. He eventually was led to shore where he found Archbishop David happy to greet him and in perfect health. In the end, Justinian was unfortunately murdered by his own servants. He's considered a martyr because it's believed that his death was brought about by servants possessed by demons who loathed his devout faith and pious life. Where his head fell, a beautiful fountain of water came forth and is now a place of healing for many infirm to this day. Demons and the evil one are very much at work in our lives, desiring us to settle for a lukewarm faith or tempting us to stray from our own path to holiness. May we have the knowledge of St. Justinian to recognize the powers of evil and live fully for the will of God in all that we do. St. Justinian of Ramsey, pray for us.